Hi everyone, I'm Johan, the creator of Français Authentique. A lot of people asked me a long time ago to record a video in which I speak in English. So it's something that a lot of people asked me to do, and the reason why I didn't do it before is that I didn't find the time. So let me warn you up front, really at the beginning. I know that my English is not perfect. I know that my accent is not perfect. I know that my accent is terrible. I try to improve it as good as I could, but I think I'm now I arrived at the limit that what I could achieve, and it's something that I accept. So I'm French. I have a very strong French accent, and I hope it doesn't prevent you to understand me and to understand the message I want to give you. And for this reason, I think it's not that important, and it's not a really big problem. It's also something important for you. So I mean, you are following Français Authentique, the family I created, the community I tried to build, and French is not your mother tongue. So French is not your first language. You are learning French with me, and you learned French in school. French is not your mother tongue, so it means you will have exactly the same problem in French as I have in English. And for me, one of the key, so I really invite you to follow the 7 rules of my free course that you can find on my website. But one of the key, and what I try to show you in this video, is you don't have to be afraid of making mistakes. So I know I am making a lot of mistakes when I speak English or when I speak German. I will try to record also a video in which I speak German. I am speaking German every day. I am speaking English not so often. That's also the reason why I'm not so fluent, so I really have to pause. But I am using these languages. These languages are not my first language, and for this reason it's okay for me if I make mistake. It's okay for me if my accent and pronunciation are not perfect. English, German are tools for me to try to give a message and to try to communicate with people who don't have the same first language as I have. Yes, and I'm really using these languages as tool to communicate, and it's clear I'm not perfect. I told it at the beginning. Maybe some of you will laugh when they will hear me speak English. They will think, okay, Johan is trying to teach us French and his English is not that good. It's okay if you think that. For me, the most important is that English is a good tool to communicate with people. I am able to read a lot of books in English. I am listening to podcasts in English, and yes, that's for me the main purpose of a language. Could be better if I were able to improve my pronunciation. I know that. But it's not that important. I have a lot of other priorities, and yes, it's not the first purpose of a language. For this reason, I really encourage you not to fear making mistake. Forget it. Try to speak French. Wait to be ready. So don't try to speak upfront at the beginning. It will only kill your motivation. But take your time, but as soon as you are ready, speak French. And as soon as you start to speak French, forget the mistakes. Speak. That's what I'm doing now. I just put my camera, started to record. I'm speaking really spontaneously. I don't have any script. I didn't write anything. I just speak, and I don't mind making mistake. It's okay. Clear, I always try to improve my English, but it's not that big problem. It's not the really most important thing. And the way I use, so I learned English in school, as everybody nearly in the world, everybody in France. I learned English in school, and I wasn't able, after 8 to 10 years, to really speak English, because in school we don't teach you to speak. We teach you to learn. We teach you the mechanism of the language, but we don't teach you to speak English. And that's why after I left school, I really tried to learn English myself, by myself, following an authentic method, a natural method. And I listened a lot of podcasts. I'm reading also a lot of books, and I am trying to improve that way. I highly recommend you do exactly the same in French. Follow the 7 rules, so my free course on my internet website. Follow what I recommend. Learn a lot. Use your I don't know what the translation in English for that one. Use your free time. So there are a lot of time in your day that you are using to go to go to work, to cook. A lot of time that is not a time you can use. Use this time to learn French. So don't stress. Don't try to be perfect. Try to learn. Do your best, and forget if you are making mistake. Nobody will laugh at you if you make a mistake, or no French will laugh at you if you make a mistake, if you speak with them. So I speak sometime with English guy, with people from the US, and they don't laugh at me. They don't say, "Ah, you are silly, you have a silly French accent." No, they are happy that I am speaking in their language, that I'm trying to exchange with them. They are really proud of that and about that, and they don't mind to see or to hear me making mistake. It's not that important. So from this perspective, it's really important not to stress out. Take your time. Maybe you remark that, maybe you notice I'm speaking slowly. Yes, I could speak faster, but I don't want. It's not my my mother tongue. It's not my mother language. I have to take my time. I have to think about the thing I want to present, and I tell it because it's really often a mistake that people do when they speak a foreign language. It's so painful for them that they speak very, 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 very fast. They want to speak as fast as possible so that they're finished. It's painful for me to speak English. I speak very, very fast, then I'm finished. No, it's not the right strategy. The right strategy is take your time, don't stress. If you miss a word, try to find another way to explain what you want to explain. Breathe if you think that you have a lot of stress, and then you will be able to speak in front of a camera. You will be able to speak with French people. You will be able to be confident when you speak French, and that's really the first goal that you should have. Yes. So continue, please continue, or I recommend you continue to follow my course, the seven rules to speak French. I will be happy to read your comment on Facebook about this video, and as I mentioned, please don't be afraid to make mistake. It's normal. French is not your mother tongue, and be happy to be able to speak and to to explain you how it is. So that's what I try to do in this video in English. And if you understand the purpose of my message, it's the most important. Forget my pronunciation, forget my mistakes, just think about the message I want to give you. So I hope you appreciate this video. As I mentioned, a lot of people asked me to do it. I wanted to do it a long time ago, but yeah, you know how life works. It's sometimes crazy. I have really a lot of things to do for my business, Français Authentique, for my job as an employee. I am project manager in the automotive industry, and it's sometimes crazy the quantity of work I have, the amount of work. I have my family that I want to take care of, so a lot of things to do. I want to invest time in myself, making sport, trying to learn a lot of things. So it's not that easy to find time, but yeah, now I think I'm speaking since 10 minutes approximately. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to give me your opinion on my Facebook page. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. Thanks for all, thanks to follow Français Authentique, and yes, I hope we will speak soon in English, French, or maybe German, who knows. See you, bye bye.
It's a lovely morning, I'm feeling blessed, the sun